Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that it took me a while to do this next video. I'm actually planning on starting this marathon studio album reviews as of tonight for Megadeth's first studio album, their debut album. And this is for Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good album that I'm going to be reviewing for you guys tonight. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Megadeth Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good, and let you know my thoughts on this album that I listened to. It consists of 8 songs, but yeah, I'm going to review all 8 songs. So let's dive into this album review. Now, Dave Mustaine is the lead singer of the band, and I believe he's the one that started uh, from the debut album all the way to their newest album, which definitely go check out the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead album review. I think you will enjoy it. I do gotta listen to the deluxe edition tracks because I never listened to them yet, but that is something I'm gonna be doing possibly pretty soon after I finish 15 of the album reviews for their marathon studio album reviews. They have quite a lot. So it starts with the first song, Last Rites slash Loved to Death. Loved to Death. And that was a solid track. I was trying to recorrect what I was saying. Um, yeah, it was a solid track. It's good in its own way. Just has some moments where I'm not sure if I'm understanding how Dave Mustaine is singing it and what the lyrics are to the song, but still a pretty rockin' track, so it's good in its own way. Instrumentally, it's great, but Dave Mustaine's vocals are a little echoed in the background, in my personal opinion, but still, good song. It was a pretty good song, just had some weak tendencies with the echo-ish vocals. So 4.5 out of 5 in my opinion. Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good is a good song, in my opinion. Not the best track. Instrumentally, it's great. I love the instrumentation in this song, and it's pretty fast paced, but still good song, so 4.5 out of 5. I got not much complaints. Just the first half of the album, pretty much I'll give them 4.5 out of 5s, which I'm gonna continue on to The Skull Beneath the Skin, and that was a solid track in my opinion. Not the best song, but it's something at least. It's a something track. So 4.5 out of 5. These Boots is like a cover song to an original song from I think from earlier in the days, like the 60s or so. I can't remember. It's a very older song, but they did it with a metal version to it and pretty fast paced with this song, but it's pretty nice of a song, so it's pretty rocking. It's definitely something to rock out to, is what I'm trying to say without slipping up in this review. So 4.5 out of 5. Rattlehead is my favorite one. Really like this track, and production, mixing, and execution. Instrumentally, it's great. And Dave Mustaine's vocals are pretty strong in this track, so 5 out of 5. Chosen Ones was a solid one. It's good in its own way. Don't know if I have much complaints with it, but only the echoed vocals in the background kind of are solid, so 4.5 out of 5. That's the only weak moment, but the instrumentation in this whole album is great. So now to track number 7, which is Looking Down the Cross, which is a pretty good track. Really enjoyed this song. Dave Mustaine sounds good vocally in this song. And just the execution and delivery of the instrumentation in this track is amazing. So, well, got no complaints about this song. Really like it. And how it's sounding overall. So, 5 out of 5. Mechanics, I believe is how you pronounce it, is the final song on the album. and it's a pretty good closer to this album. Really like it for what it's going for. Really fast-paced drumming, and just Dave Mustaine's singing is not so bad. It does have its weak tendencies, but it's not bad. So it's solid in its own way, meaning good in its own way. So the track is pretty good, but yeah, those are the only complaints I have with most of this album, the echoed vocal performances that Dave Mustaine and how he's singing the track. Uh, but it still does pretty well, this whole album. So 5 out of 5 for Mechanics. Overall, production, mixing, and execution wise, I think Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good album is a good listen. I was not that disappointed with this album. I wouldn't call it a pretty good album, but it is a good album in its own way. So overall, for me, I think Megadeth, Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good, their debut studio album from 1985, was a good album in its own way. Definitely recommend checking it out. And for a score for me, I'm giving Megadeth, Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good album an 8 out of 10. This was a good listen. Definitely recommend checking it out. I just wanted to try something different with my channel, with listening to older bands. Like, try to expand with my music horizons with older material than the newer stuff, which I do prefer newer stuff, but I just wanted to check out Megadeth and see what I thought of them because of the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead album that I heard this year, which I really enjoyed that album. I probably would say it's a pretty good album as of now. I don't know. I have to go back and listen to it again for sure. So 8 out of 10 for Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good album by Megadeth. It's a good album. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Megadeth debut studio album, their first album for Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. If you listened to this album already, it came out like, I don't know, almost 40 years ago. So it's pretty old of an album, but it is good. It's a good listen, so I highly recommend you check it out for yourself to see what you think of it. And if you did enjoy this album review for Megadeth, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good, comment below and let me know what you guys thought of this album review if you enjoyed it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will be returning to you for another Megadeth album review tomorrow, which will be Halloween, of course. So hopefully you guys will have a great Halloween tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing the next album, Peace Sells, but Who's Buying? It's only an 8-track album, but this album was good. I was really impressed with this album. Dave Mustaine's vocals are not so bad in this album. They're not the best, but they're good. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. Give me a second, guys. I gotta pause the video. Sorry, guys. Had to pause the video for a second. My mom was talking to me for a moment. I hate being interrupted sometimes when I try to do some good reviews for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this album review that I did for the first Marathon Studio album review out of the 15 to 16 albums of Megadeth's discography. I did the best I could to make this review as good as possible. Peace Sells But Who's Buying album review, like I said, is coming out tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. So with that being said, stay safe, take care guys, and as always, I will see you in my next review.